Now, anybody with common sense will know that if Donald Trump was a poor man or the average person like myself, like the majority of you that are listening to this channel, or a black or a Hispanic or black and brown man, he would be in jail for all the things that it is that he's done. Many of us know that. That's the reason as to why in this video, we are going to see Broadway star Billy Porter absolutely eviscerate Donald Trump and speak some real truths about where Donald Trump should be and where he would be if he was black, brown, or poor, or the average person like me and you. As usual, let's watch the video in full, and I'll give you guys my thoughts towards the end.
How is it then that, given that the Democrats, capital D, had all of the activists, all of the artists, and yet Donald Trump won the election?
The Democrats, you know, they say it all the time. America, we're better than this. We're better than this. America is not now, nor have we ever been, better than this. We've never been. We've tried. We've had a lot of successes. As a black man, I have lived a life where I know that America is not better than anything, or anybody, or any other country, or nothing. It's not. You know, and the unfortunate part of living inside of what I call a blind faith and a blind hope is that we're not telling ourselves the truth. And so therefore we can be blindsided when someone like Trump comes along, because we haven't told ourselves the truth. We haven't led with the truth.
Is it a misunderstanding of what America's about? Because when when you've got the number of young black men who voted for Trump last time,
it wasn't that many.
But if you look at the stats, 3 in 10 black men under the age of 45 went for Trump. That's roughly double the number in 2020.
Okay, but that's not the story. That's not the story that we need to be focused on. We need to be focused, I feel, on the fact that he's not in jail. I don't care who voted for him. What I care about is that our government did not put that man in jail. He should be in jail, full stop. And if he was a black man, he would be in jail. The narratives and what we talk about are distractions. I don't care how many black people voted for him, how many black men voted for him. He should have been in jail to begin with. That's my story. But that's what I'm focused on.
But what does it tell you about America that everyone saw those court cases?
We're not better. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I just said. America is not now, nor have we ever been, better than this. That's what it says. That's what it says to me. It's a racist country. It is about race. It's always been about race. And when black people would say that in the past, we were shamed for playing the race card. It is about race. That's all it's about. It is about sexism. It is about sexism. It is about race. You know, that's the bottom line. That's just the start, but that's the bottom line.
How do you feel then about, I don't know what you would call them, are they false dawns? You know, Barack Obama becoming president.
Yeah.
The big social, we saw, individuals, but also businesses after Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Moments where people thought, this has changed. America has changed.
Yeah. We've had moments and flashes of progress. There's always a backlash to the progress. That's historic. And we are seeing in real time the backlash of a black man rising to the highest position in the world. That was never supposed to happen. The systems are in place. The systemic inequality is in place to make sure that that would never happen, and it did. And now the backlash is that will never happen again.
You've just been on stage in the West End in Cabaret, which obviously chronicles the rise of Nazism in Germany.
Yeah.
It's clearly a political play. When you're on stage doing a show like that, do you think about what's happening in the world now?
That's the reason why I did it. I want my resistance to be through my art. I want my activism. It is
but
through my
that's
art.
Not enough. There isn't enough.
We can only do I'm only one person.
But you could stand for office.
I cannot. And it's interesting that you say that, because for the last 10 years, I've been on the front lines for Clinton, for Biden, and for Harris. And every time I show up, somebody says you should run for office. And this last time, seeing what happened, that's not the place for me. I have more resonance in this position as an artist. That's what this last election taught me, actually. That's actually not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be over here, and like I said, inside of the micro, hopefully the reverberation from this can start to build a different kind of conversation in the macro.
We talked about moments in time and false dawns. Lots of our viewers will know you from Pose, was on BBC Two in the UK.
Yes.
And that felt like a big moment. It was chronicling the LGBTQ underground ballroom scene. And again, that was for that sort of show to be a big hit, people thought there was a big breakthrough moment. But now we're seeing the war on woke in the US. We're seeing the Supreme Court rulings in the UK.
It's always a push and pull. It's always that. But the fact that it happened at all, and happened in the television space, we changed the world. And all you got to do is go find it.
So the clip there that I just played was a very interesting one. And I want you guys to bear with me with this one, because what I don't want to do, I don't want to make it seem like I'm a race bait or anything like that. I am a black man. And the reason as to why I mentioned at the start of the video, I mentioned about if it was poor, if it was the average person like myself and you that are listening, or if it was black or brown, Hispanic or anything like that. I wanted to add those things because I don't just want people to just think that I, played and showed you guys this clip purely because of the fact that he mentioned being black. But I do 100% agree with what it is that Billy Porter spoke about in this video. I do believe it. I do believe that if Donald Trump was a black man, or even a black woman, or if he was brown, or if he was average middle class like myself, like you that are listening to this video, I do believe he would now be in jail. I don't believe he would have been able to get away with the things that he did. I also don't believe he would have been put in a position where he could actually run for the highest office in the land, but he was able to. And you heard the British reporter try and give him a bit of pushback and trying to give him another angle on things when he turned around and when he said to him, he turned around and he said, "But you saw, high numbers of black men that voted for him." Look, if there's anything that this election has showed us, and the 5 or 6 months since the election, is that a lot of people were hoodwinked. A lot of people were lied to, and they bought into the lies. A lot of people, because they believed that Donald Trump was going to do something that was going to benefit them. But now they've actually seen the true colors. They've also seen the actual reality of what he wants to do. And now it's coming through and showing to a lot of them that, you know what? I have literally voted against my own interests. We saw Donald Trump put out a tweet today, talking about there's too many holidays that people are taking, working days that we're having to close businesses. This can't happen if we're to make America great again. He said that on Juneteenth, but he never said that on Columbus Day. He never said that on any other day. Why is it, of all days, that he chose to say that in regards to Juneteenth? Why? Why is it that him and his party, they believe that DEI is a problem? Why is it that they believe that teaching black history is trying to talk down on American history? There's reasons behind all of this. There is reason behind it. And the point I'm trying to get across to you guys is this. If Donald Trump was a black or brown individual, or the average person just like me or you, he would not be sitting in the highest office right now. And that's a fact. As usual, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. While you guys are down there, do me a massive favor and hit the thumbs up button purely for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.